so Qigong, just so everybody knows, Qigong is a Chinese exercise system based on moving your qi. So qi means like the vital energy. Like some days you wake up and you have a lot of vital energy. Some days you wake up and you do not have a lot of vital energy. And then they figured out a way to track this through different electromagnetic pathways in the body, which are your acupuncture meridians. So the exercise that we'll be doing today is meant to work with your mind and your body in conjunction, and then it'll be stretching some of the acupuncture meridians in a way that helps to facilitate and create more of that sense of vitality. So we'll go through part of the way. One thing that you should know is if any of the exercises are strenuous, you can also do them sitting down. So most of it will be done with a stable stance, and then we'll be doing different things with our hands or our torso. So all of that works either on your feet or on the bench. So let's begin, shall we? First we do 3 exercises called Qi Awakening. So placing your hands on your lower belly, we do a lot of work with this lower belly center. It's said to be your center of power, so we're trying to drop our awareness down and get stable. Then the first one is to connect us with our breath and the energy of the sky. So we inhale and reach up. And then as you exhale, you're just going to bring your hands down and put them back on your lower belly. Good. Inhale and reach up again, opening the lungs, and exhale down. Good. And then if you like, inhale and imagine gathering the brightness and the clarity of the sky and pulling that into your body. Make a little ball of light in your lower abdomen. 2 more times. Inhale. Brightness and clarity into the body, down to your core of power. 1 more time. Good. The second exercise connects us with our lower body and the energy of the earth. So the hands start out down here. We're going to inhale and raise them up to the shoulders. And then as you exhale, they just float back down. Good. The knees can bend and straighten a little bit as you do this. So as you inhale, you straighten up a little. And as you exhale, you bend down just a little. Good. Now you can imagine drawing the stability of the earth and filling your body. And then as you exhale, imagine concentrating that in that lower belly center. So as you inhale, the earth's power flows up into you, making you strong like a mountain. And as you exhale, center it in your lower belly. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Good. So we're warming up to these ancient Chinese principles they call yang, which is the big expansive energy of the sky, and yin, which is the strong condensing energy of the earth. And then the other power, they say there are 3 powers. There's heaven, earth, and then there's people. And really that's a code word that means love. So our third power is going to be the power of love, like there was a song in 1984, I think, that this power of love is a curious thing. So the third one, we're going to hold our palms up like this, and then we're going to switch our focus to the heart center. So we inhale and come up to the heart. Hold the breath as you push forward, and then you exhale and make a big circle. Good. Release down. So inhale, imagine drawing heaven and earth to your heart. As you hold the breath, smile, and then exhale, radiate love out from your heart in every direction. Good. Inhale to the heart center. Hold the breath. Shine out from your heart. 2 more times. Shine out. And 1 more time. Hold the breath and shine it out. Good. Release down. Okay. Hands up and circle your breath, starting with the wrists. And there's a very important thing you have to do with your face while you do these exercises. You have to smile just a little bit. So you don't have to like keep a rictus grin on the whole time, but it's just this little like, I've got a secret kind of smile. Okay, switch direction. And what that does is it tricks your brain into thinking that you're happy. So your brain is constantly monitoring the muscles of your face to tell you what mood you're in. So just convince your brain that you're happy. Okay, elbows. And then you'll notice this is what in the old Indian systems they call mudras, right? You know, the motions don't mean anything at all, but if you smile, your brain's like, oh, I'm gathering happiness, you know, or something like that. It makes it kind of meaningful. Switch directions. Now I'm dispersing joy or something, you know, whatever you want it to mean. Okay, now, shoulders. So I like to think of like unshrugging the weight of the world Just drop it. Take off that world-sized backpack. One more time. And then we go the other way. 2. And good. Hands on your hips, as if you had a problem with what I was saying. Good. And then inhale, straighten your spine really tall. And exhale, turn your head to look to the left. Stretch your eyeballs back. Good. Inhale back to the center. And then exhale, turn your head to the right. And stretch your eyes. Inhale back to the center. This is very good if you wear glasses. Exhale, stretch. Because the eyes get fixed in one position, and that tends to create tension in your neck. Other way. So you stretch your eyes, and it releases your neck for you. Really convenient. Back to center. Okay, now take your left ear towards your shoulder. Bend to the side. And then inhale back. And exhale the right ear towards your shoulder. And inhale back. One more time. Left ear. And up. And right ear. Back to the center. And then just nod down a little bit. And inhale up. And reach back. And inhale. One more time. Exhaling forward. Inhale up. And exhale backwards. Okay, now release your hand. And we're just going to twist, and this is called the ragdoll. So you're just going to let your hands flop around. And eventually, they'll start to kind of tap on your lower back and on the front of your belly, maybe around your ribs or your stomach. And what this is doing is it's tapping your kidneys. So it kind of wakes up the kidney function and shakes out any, like, you know, if you eat protein like humans do, it forms little crystals in your kidneys. So this is an exercise meant to kind of like break those up. This also taps on your gallbladder to get out any of those little detergent crystals that can form in there. And it taps on your spleen and pancreas and your stomach. So we're just waking it all up, twisting the spine, optimizes your digestive organs. And then look back with your head, getting a little stretch in the neck again. Okay, and relax. Hands to your hips. And circle your upper body. Whoa. Just gently. Don't do too much, or you'll end up like me. Okay, and go around the other way. So this is to help loosen up your spine and your waist, but it's also helping your abdominal organs, because all of your organs are like sponges. So we're squeezing out the old blood and getting in the new blood. This is a great exercise. If you know anybody who got constipated, this is one of the most powerful exercises because it's squeezing your intestines like an accordion. I know that's not the most savory image for the morning, but it's good to know, okay? You may need this someday. Okay, stop and bring your feet together. Rub your palms, make them warm. And place your hands on your lower back. And now we're just going to move our waist in a circle. So trying to keep the head sort of in one place relatively, and just making the hips go around. This is also a very good exercise for low back issues, because we're starting to just get the fluids all moving through there, getting this starts to tone the muscles a little bit so you can hold your spine up correctly. In our sitting culture, we tend to lose the tonus of those muscles rather quickly, so this is an exercise to help get it back. Reverse directions. Good first thing in the morning. Okay, come back and rub your hands together once again. And then bend your knees, place your hands on your knees, and circle in one direction. And switch, go the other way. And relax. Stand on up. Take your right foot back behind you and circle the ankle. Make sure you don't lose your very important smiling facial exercise, face yoga. And then uncircle your ankle. Goodness sake, don't leave it circled. And then switch to the other side. And then reverse direction. So this is also helping to train the balance very gently. It's not as big of a challenge as trying to stand there and wiggle around this way because both feet are on the ground, but it does, put you on the boat, and you got to learn to get your sea legs. Did we go both directions? Okay, good. Okay, and then just stand, and then for just half a minute, just notice how your body feels. So you should kind of feel after you do this, like sometimes you'll feel like a streaming sensation or a little bit more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed than you were a minute ago. So even we just did about 10 minutes of movement. This is meant to open up, the Chinese say that's your qi that you're feeling. You're feeling that you've mobilized some energy. You could think of it as that you've increased circulation or lymphatic circulation or something like that. Doesn't really matter. You've mobilized something, so we've been trying to loosen up these meridians. So the second group of exercises that we're going to do, who's got the watch on? Quarter up? Okay. So the second group of exercises we're going to do are now specific meridian exercises. So the first set that we do is just to open up the whole body, get you loose and limber. And then the second set is based on Chinese medicine to try to open up. We're going to be like lifting the rib cage to take the pressure off our organs. We're going to be breathing into different spots and then stretching out very specific Chinese meridians to optimize the health of the body. And this is my sales pitch is I've done this with a lot of people who have had high blood pressure, or I had one guy, when I first started working with him, like couldn't balance. His posture looked like this. He couldn't go to the bathroom. He would fall and he couldn't get up by himself. And we start about 3 weeks later, and he's like, "Well, I had a fall," and I'm like, "Oh no." I bet he fell down doing the practice I gave him. Oh darn. But what he said was, "And then I just pushed myself back up." It's like, "Oh my gosh, this is great," And then he says, "Well, I had to stop taking my blood pressure medication." "Why would you do that?" "Well, because my blood pressure was far too low when I was taking the medication." And so it's like it slowly, I've seen it in a number of people, it just slowly reverses a lot of what we have going on. So it's a nice practice. I found it effective. Let's dive right in, shall we? So the first one, placing your feet shoulder width apart. And generally, you want your feet to be straight ahead. Sometimes we'll have tightness in our muscles where it feels normal to stand this way. So we always kind of look at our feet and make sure they're on the railroad tracks. But they're definitely not this way or this way. They're just normal. And this first posture is called holding up the sky. So we take our palms up, and we're just going to inhale and come up through the center, press up and stretch. Smile a little bit, and then exhale through your mouth, and let your arms come down at your sides. Good. Again, palms up, inhale. Press up, stretch, press the sky away from you. Exhale through the mouth. So inhale through your nose, tongue on the roof of the mouth. And then exhale through the mouth with a little sigh. Good. Bend your knees slightly as you come down, and then straighten up slightly as you come up. Stretch, press the sky away, and exhale. Good. Let's go a little bit slower. So really expanding your breath. And then as you exhale, try to release any stress from your body. Off it goes, down into the earth. Compost. Inhale. Compost. Drop out all the old food scraps, whatever else you got in there. One more time. Exhale. And then again, take just a couple seconds. Notice how that feels in your body. Notice if you feel any particular, like I feel little tingling sensations in my shoulders because my shoulders got a little loosened up. So just observing that. Okay, the next one, we're going to step our feet into a wide stance. So you can do this standing straight up. Sometimes you try to get in a wide stance and it feels unbalanced or it's too difficult. All of these, again, you could do standing up, but this is meant to really try to get your legs working and pumping. There's this thing, they did a great study. They took people who, trained, did curls, biceps curls, and, whatever, arm strengthening exercises. And they took two groups and had them stop exercising.